I want to thank you guys for tuning into this video. As you can see by the looks, this is definitely going to be a transformation haircut. I honestly can't even tell you how long it's been since he's had a haircut. I want to say maybe 2.5 months, but no worries, we're going to transform him, so just stay tuned. So right here we have on the number 1.5 guard, and we're cutting the hair down with the grain. Now I'm going to go back with the 1 guard and smooth it down, but I'm using the 1.5 guard to debulk the hair. As you can see, he has some light spots in the corners, but we're going to fix that, so don't worry, just stick around until the end. As always, you want to be careful around the crown area. You don't want to gap the hair. So now we have on the 1 guard and we're smoothing everything down. And we're still going with the grain. So here we're taking our trimmers and making our bald guideline, and this is going to be a high taper. So we're going to start by blending in the sideburns, and it's the same steps that you would do as if you were doing a normal taper. Just start with the lever open, make the guideline, and then close the lever all the way and slowly open it. He didn't want too much off the beard, so I'm really just trying to get the loose hairs. He wants it to get thicker, so I just cleaned it up just a little bit for him. So here we're moving on to the taper process. So we have the clipper with the lever fully open, and then just to blend up to that guideline, we're just going to start with the lever fully closed and then slowly open it. Next, we have on the 1.5 guard. So here I have on the 0 guard with the lever fully open. And some people ask why I start off with the 0 guard instead of the 1 guard with the Andis double magnetic guards. And that's because they cut different lengths than the wall guards. This 0 guard opens up to basically a number 1 in my opinion, so that's why I use the 0 instead of the 1. You really could get away doing this taper with just the 0 guard, but I'm going to use the 1 guard also, just to do some cleanup work. It may not look like I'm blending anything, but it's just the small hairs. That's what really makes the difference between a detailed haircut and an okay haircut. And then here I'm just using the 1 guard just to touch up some certain spots. I'm going to repeat the same steps in the back for the neck taper. The only difference, whenever you're tapering the back, you have more surface area to blend, so you can stretch the blend a little bit more. You don't have to be as conservative when you're blending. But I'm doing the same steps. I started with the lever fully open to make my guideline, and then I close the lever, and I'm slowly opening it until I get to the top of that guideline. We have on the 0 guard. And don't confuse hair with indentions in the head. So it may look like a weight line right there. It's a little bit of hair right there, but that's also how the indention in his head is. Near the occipital bone, there tends to be a lot of dents and indentions. So just make sure you have good lighting so you can tell the difference. See how when the light hits it, you can tell that it really wasn't hair there. And once again, we're going to do the exact same thing on this side of the head. As you can see right here, I was in my cutting mode, so I was going a little bit faster with the steps. Once you know the steps, you can move a little faster, and that just comes with practice. So the more you cut, the faster you'll get. But if you're new to cutting, don't worry about time. Just worry about getting the steps down pat, and then the speed will come. Once again, this is the 1.5 guard just to do some debulking. Then here I have on the 0 guard. And the steps with the 0 guard are open, closed, and then halfway. And then of course I may use some lever play to blend out certain dark spots, but the main steps are open, closed, and then halfway. And here I'm just doing a little freehand technique just to clean up the fade to make it a little bit more blurry. Now, I know this is the part that you guys have been waiting for. I know you're probably wondering how I'm going to approach this lineup, but don't worry. I use the same approach no matter what the hairline looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and shape up the beard first, but I'm just going to talk you through my process. So my objective, no matter who I'm lining up, is I'm trying to take off as little hair as possible while still maintaining a sharp lineup. So the goal is for sharp and natural. And of course, we had to trim down this mustache hair. It was getting a little out of control. Well, it was very out of control, not a little. And I'm going to follow behind this with the razor, so if it doesn't look super sharp right here, no worries. So really, I'm just going to start in the middle and work my way right or left. It doesn't really matter, but you'll see I try to make sure that I don't go digging into his hairline. I'm trying to find a spot where there's some hair, but I don't want to dig into his line. I wish I could show you guys this side, but I had to be in front of him since his line is at a weird angle, so I had to be in front of him to see what I was doing. But I'm going to turn him in front of the camera so you'll be able to see it. So his line is naturally higher on this side, and I didn't want to push it too much, so not every line is going to be 100% straight, but I tried to get it as naturally straight as I could. Now, yes, I could have easily pushed it, but no, that's not what I'm going for. And I'm going to enhance it in the end, so it'll still look okay. By the way, if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on Instagram at Barber Style Directory. That's at Barber Style Directory. And you can also follow me on Instagram at Thomas Cut It, at ThomasCutit. And if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up as well as subscribe. And here I'm just adding some enhancement, nothing too heavy, just something to fill in the light spots on his lineup. I try not to make things look too cosmetic. I'm more so more of a natural type person. I like haircuts to look natural, so that's why I didn't apply it as heavy. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. He definitely looks like a new man if you ask me. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.